Alright, welcome to this episode of my playthrough of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. We have been tasked by the Bloody Baron to find his wife and child, who he drove out of his castle with his drunken, abusive behaviors, which ultimately caused his wife to miscarry, creating a botchling, which we managed to turn into a lubberkin, which led us to this fisherman's family, which told us about their experiences with the wife and daughter of the Bloody Baron. Yeah, it's a long story. If you haven't, if that didn't make any sense to you, or if any of that was news to you, I definitely recommend going back a few episodes and rewatching. So, without any further ado, let's continue our investigation, okay? So we got a couple options here. We can talk to the Baron about his family, or we can find Tamara, the Baron's daughter, in Oxenfurt.
So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
That was the lubberkin, which we were able to convert the botchling into. That is a beautiful sunrise at, like, just before 4 in the morning. Seems a little early for sunrise to me, but whatever. So I'm not sure if I should talk to the Baron first, or if I should find Tamara first. Let's read the... oh, wrong button. Let's read the quest description. The Baron turned out to be a tough negotiator who knew the full value of the information he possessed. He agreed to tell Geralt about Ciri on one condition. Geralt had to find his wife and daughter first. The woman had mysteriously disappeared a short time before. Though the Baron had moved heaven and earth to find them, all his efforts had proved fruitless. Geralt's search for the Baron's wife and daughter took him to the local Peller, a sort of soothsayer and folk mage whom Geralt rightly suspected would be well informed about all local goings-on. The Peller shared some juicy gossip with Geralt. Supposedly the Baron was a drunk and a terror to his family, and his wife's recent pregnancy had ended in a mysterious miscarriage. The Peller's augurs showed that the miscarried fetus, undoubtedly discarded without a proper burial, had transformed into a dangerous monster, a botchling. The beast was murderous and foul, but could yet do some good. If its curse could be lifted and the monster could be turned into a lubberkin, this latter being, a friendly household guardian, could lead Geralt to the Baron's wife and daughter. Geralt's bosom boiled with wrath as he went to confront the Baron. He was ready to drag the truth out of the man with the sword, force him to confess to what had truly happened that fateful night. A witcher in this state is even more effective than usual, so Geralt accomplished this in short order. The Baron admitted that his wife had miscarried after one of their frequent rows, and that she and his daughter had fled Crow's Perch. He had also agreed to show Geralt where he had buried the miscarried child remains. When the clock struck midnight, both men set off to find the botchling's grave. Once Geralt and the Baron had reached the unborn babe's place of burial, they did not have to wait long for the botchling to show up. The beast hissed and howled and threatened to assume its more monstrous and vicious form, but the two men completed the naming ritual before it could. Then, following an ancient custom, they buried the creature under the threshold so that in time it might be reborn as a lubberkin, a household guardian spirit. Geralt hoped this being would help him find the Baron's family. The Baron's wife and daughter had not fled Crow's Perch unaided. A fisherman living nearby had provided key assistance. Geralt went to the man's hut, where he learned a fiend had attacked the two women during their flight. The beast had torn Anna's horse to shreds, then carried her off into the woods. One detail the fisherman mentioned rankled in the Witcher's mind. It seemed Anna's hands bore strange marks that had burned with fire just moments before the fiend appeared. What could have caused them? What did they mean? Geralt would have to endure this rankling until he found Anna, who, if still alive, had to be somewhere in Crookback Bog. Tamara, on the other hand, had made it to Oxenfurt, where the fisherman had helped her find shelter with his brother. Now, one of the things Geralt mentioned last episode was the fact that we've actually met a woman with the burning marks on her hands, and that was Gran, I believe. It was Gran anyway, in Crookback Bog, who raised the orphans on behalf of the Crones. So, still doesn't really give me much of a choice as to which way to go first, but I think it's best if I find Tamara before talking to the Baron. Come here, Roach. Roach is apparently stuck on something, perhaps that net or something.
Faster.
Stuck on a boat. Nope. It's this way. Where on earth is it taking me? Because it says to go to Oxenfurt, which is... Oh, over here. Oxenfurt is actually in Velen. For some reason I thought it was in a different place. Huh. And zooming out, I see that reading the notice board at Crow's Perch has given me a few more points of interest. One near what I'm assuming is Bald Mountain. One here, and one here. But for right now, that's not what I'm interested in.
Come on.
Oh, this is an abandoned site. Sure, I suppose we can take care of this while we're at it. While we're in the area. It is, after all, only a few level 4 drowners. Fireburst Harbor, huh. It's an interesting name. And of course, my silver sword is now damaged. So, can I repair? Do I have a repair kit? I do. So let's use a couple of these amateur weapon repair kits because they are more plentiful, just being straight up here. How's the steel sword going? 79%. Oh yeah, it's fine.
Is it true?
Now, I also saw that there was a hidden treasure marker that got revealed. So let's check that out. Here it is. An unsent letter. Lots of unsent letters in Velen. Military bless ye, Natal. Listen, Natel, that little case you gave me to transport, was there anything of value inside? Because the thing is, I had a bit of an unfortunate work accident, and, well, the blasted case fell into the water and I couldn't spy it for the life of me. I tried to fish it out, but some devil must be on the bottom there, because every time I tossed my net, I'd catch a snare. Maybe there's, I don't know, some way I can repay you, a discount on your next shipment, maybe? Sincerely, Willich. An unfortunate turn of events. I suppose we have time for this minor detour. Find the cargo that fell out of the ferryman's boat by using your Witcher senses. Suppose we should choose the crossbow. There it is. Novigrad Longsword, Zoria Runestone, Harval, Dwarven Spirit, Water, Axeman's Trousers. Alright. New marker of Lover's Landing. Where is that? That's not this place.
If I ever have a son, I'll name him Gore.
What are you looking at? Longer enough for
I saw you.
Esse yonder ain't let me care.
Come on.
And we have a guarded treasure here with a level 13 Alghoul. I guess that's what happens when I guess that's what happens when your main quest takes you to a part of the map that you've never been before. Dashbog Runestone, Glyph of Ard, Amethyst Dust, Meteorite Ingot, Glory of the North, Sidarian Cavalry Armor, sweet, Ruby and Ashes. Actually, I'm going to take this opportunity to meditate, because I'm at about half health. Are there any other things between me and Oxenfurt? Yes. I'm probably going to encounter several things. Probably these three at the very least. Yeah, this way. Come on, Roach. You can figure it out. You're stuck.
Slow now.
Come on, Roach.
Slow now. Whoa.
Okay, I literally can't move Roach because he's stuck between the rock and the tree. It's kind of ridiculous, but okay. So if I go over here and call him... There he is. Or she, I don't know. I honestly don't know what gender Roach is. Hidden treasure with a level 4 foglet. A small key and some florins. a letter and some flowers. The letter says, Joenner, of course you can stay with us. What kind of question's that? Come, bring the whole family. War hasn't struck here yet, so we've got plenty of food. My belly's even grown a bit in recent weeks. So if you take a bit of beer and bacon out of my mouth, you'll actually be doing me a favor. We're already preparing a bed for you. You'll stay in the attic. It's comfortable there, as long as you don't forget to duck when you go up the stairs. Happy trails, Joenner. See you soon. Matsk. Tough luck quest. I'm willing to bet the key opens this chest. Crowns, linen, greater Morana runestone, dried fruit, lesser glyph of Quen, and spike rugakaton. And that completed the quest, apparently. Will admit that sometimes I wonder about how this game says this is a quest versus just this is a random, you know, treasure you found. Oh, it's a monster nest. Alright.
Stench.
At least these ghouls are level 9, actually worth the effort.
Ghoul nest. Ought to just destroy it.
Ghoul's blood, Alghoul bone marrow, monster claw, infused shard, monster bone. The Nilfgaardian court-martial has found this man guilty of the crime of desertion, committed when he abandoned his weapon and dishonorably fled the field of battle. As per the dictates of the Nilfgaardian military codex, he has been sentenced to death by hanging. May his name fall into oblivion for all time. That's not much of a person anymore. It's like most of a skeleton at best. Where are you going, Roach? Follow the road. And there's a bandit camp over here. Okay.
Your arse is mine. Get me so
That was an excellent camera angle for that. Oil, sap, twine, dimeterium ore, amethyst dust, split bolt, blunt crossbow bolt, and crossbow.
Move it!
Looks like a Nilfgaardian checkpoint or something like that.
Giddy up!
That looks like a heck of a bridge.
Honor in the fatherland.
But the game is not directing me across it, so where am I going? Yeah, it's sending me into here, but if you look at the white dots on the map, it's not sending me across that bridge. I'm actually really curious as to where it wants me to go.
You'll choke to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Ugly bastard.
Don't really care about the Necker right now. You know, Roach, if you could actually follow the road and not be on the wrong side of a fence, that'd be great. And now the game is sending me back this way. The pathing in this game, I tell you, it's a right mess sometimes.
Stay out of my way.
Sure. As long as you stay out of mine. I wonder if I'll have to leave Roach outside.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
Well, way back, I got a pass from a really sketchy guy, which I have a funny feeling is going to be really fake, but let's try it.
What kind of pass are we talking about?
Well, a normal one. A transit pass.
Who issues them?
How should I know? I'm a lowly soldier.
Who ordered the city gates closed?
Word is the king himself. Doesn't want paupers and refugees pissing all over his beautiful city. Apart from which, when folk can go hither and thither, always a chance some spy will sling through. This way, spies got it harder. So, no pass, no passage.
This what you mean?
Let me look at that. Missing a seal, the red one.
Impossible.
Department of Civil Defence forgot again. They're really off their heads these days. Happens, so be it. You may come through. Come through.
In settled areas such as cities, villages, and camps, paths tend to be narrow and obstacles numerous. For this reason, your maximum movement speed in these locations is limited. Makes sense. So, it turns out that pass I got was fake as hell, but that's okay, because the security is loose as hell. Got a marker for the western gate here. That is a big ship, it looks like. Over the buildings. Yeah, there's some scissors over there, so I'm guessing a barber of some sort. Looks like a bar in here.
Long live eccentrics.
A notice board. So of course, while I'm here, I gotta check out the notice board. Beware of trolls. Caution! A troll's been seen and heard to the east of Oxenfurt on the left bank of the Pontar. Said troll has been known to sing Redanian marching tunes. It is suspected this is part of some Nilfgaardian diversion tactic. It is recommended that this area be avoided until the appropriate branch of His Majesty's service can take care of the problem. In the event of an encounter with the troll, it is recommended to remain immobile, keeping low to the ground and covering one's head with one's arms. There exists a chance that the beast will not then attack, for it will mistake the potential victim thus situated for a rock. Bartolomeo, Captain of the Garrison. Contract, Monster in Oxenfurt. By order of our most magnanimous ruler, King Radovid V, any iterant monster slayer reading this notice is obliged to abandon any currently unresolved contracts immediately and devote himself to tracking and slaying this monster. The beast in question has befouled the cradle of human intellect, the city within whose territory lies the oldest academies of learning, namely Oxenfurt. The swordsman who puts an end to its criminal doings will be rewarded with the king's full generosity. Commander of the Oxenfurt City Regiment. Contract, Beast in the Oxenfurt Forest. If you know no fear and seek work, read this notice, for the call contained therein will be of great interest to you. Hans of Sidaris, soldier of fortune and veteran of many wars, hereby makes it known the following. Being greatly concerned about the fate of the local peasantry, which suffers horribly from the attacks of some monster nesting in the forest near Oxenfurt, I have decided to grant a purse of Novigrad crowns to the man who slays this beast. Yet may it be known that any man who comes to me without a trophy shall receive no gold, but instead shall be tossed out on his arse so hard he shan't sit again till the end of his days. Hans of Sidaris, world-famous soldier of fortune, veteran of numerous wars, honored member of the Order of the Lily. This guy is full of himself. Warning. The individual who vandalized the city walls with the inscription "King Ratty will die like his daddy" must report to the nearest military outpost at once. I remind all Oxenfurt students that university privileges, the freedom of expression included, have been revoked, and further such outbursts will not be tolerated. Addendum. The half-literate moron who wrote ape arse, spelled with a double S and an accent mark, on another wall is also to report to the nearest military outpost at once. Failure to do so will result in an investigation being launched and the perpetrator being prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Commander Donomir Vierny. Gwent. Play around with Stepan. Beat everyone you've ever played in Gwent, consider yourself a prime player ready to face the best of the best, then try your hand against Stepan, a man so good it seems the cards play themselves. To learn more, come to the Academy in Oxenfurt. Stepan, Barkeep. You have my thanks, King. I, Wenceslas Havelcock, would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our dear King Radovid for winding down Oxenfurt Academy. At long last, a leader has arisen with enough courage to demolish that hive of freethinkery and cosmopolitanism, to send that pack of troublemakers, pseudo-intellectuals, and elitists back whence they came. Long live Verdania and her cherished traditional values. Beware of trolls. So I just read all of these. I'm just actually marking them as read in my inventory. And no, I'm not going to divert to any of those right away. Well, it looks like Tamara is in this building in front of me right here. But I'm looking at the timer on the episode, and I'm seeing that I probably don't have time to pursue that this episode. So you know the drill. Click over there. Join me next time as we head into whatever building this is, and see if we can find Tamara. See you then.